When did you find out? And Jeff said he challenged you and said, "Are you ready? Are you really ready to come back?" And you said, "Let's go. I'm ready." Just walk us through how that all played out.
Yeah, it was kind of like everybody. It was a whirlwind of a week, and Thursday was my first opportunity to get out and practice, and I didn't really know, but I felt like if I could put together, a good week, and that week only being 2 days, I felt like maybe there was a chance, and then
To play or just be the backup?
I didn't know. I didn't know. And so really Friday afternoon started to get a feel for how it might go. And then he kind of talked to everybody and let us know where we're at. But, I mean, I just, when he asked me about it earlier in the week, I really just said, I only know one way to do it. And so if I do it, this is how I do it, and this is who I am, and this is how it's worked for me. And so I didn't get any commitments or anything like that, just the opportunity to work, and I'm proud of what we did today.
Matt, how was the play calling with Parks and the kind of balance is something Jeff talked about that he was able to strike today?
I thought Parks did a hell of a job. That's a hard situation, and the first time doing it, to come on the road, to have all of the changes that we had, this week, but I thought he did a great job. I thought the entire staff, Parks is going to be a really good coach in this league for a long time. But we also have some other really good coaches on the staff who helped him through the week, and I think they all picked up the slack because we're short-staffed. There's no doubt about that. But the buy-in from all those guys, the way Jeff handled the week, I think just it's amazing to me to sit here, Sunday evening after all that transpired Monday and Tuesday, and for me personally, kind of Thursday and Friday. It's incredible to sit here at this point with a win. So I'm proud of that, proud of Parks. I thought he did a great job.
What's my turn? Okay. Matt, I know I'm kind of here late, so forgive me. But this past week, you went through a lot, you saw a lot, and then Jeff comes in, and I know you know him, but like he's got to, there's some skepticism, I'm sure, right? He's got to build credibility with you guys, and can you kind of tell us how that went this week in terms of that particular aspect of things?
Yeah, I think he was the one that brought it up, and I think to that extent, I think that really helped. I think I've known Jeff. I think I played in a Pro Bowl with him maybe in 2010, which is funny, but I always remember he was kind of being from Georgia, family from Georgia. He was like, "Hey, can I get your helmet?" And I was like, "What? Like Jeff Saturday?" Because I grew up a huge Peyton fan and those kind of things. So that was special. But I've kind of seen him in passing for the last 10 or 12 or whatever, however long it's been. But I thought he did a great job at the beginning of the week of kind of addressing the situation, understanding it's completely unprecedented, completely unique, and was very clear about how he was going to try and go about it, and very clear about what he expected from the guys. And as players, I think players are extremely resilient. I really do. In this league, there's tons of turnover when it comes to the roster. That's how the nature of this works, and I think it creates guys with hard mindsets. Understanding that they got to go perform regardless of what the circumstances are every week. They've got to go out there and do it. And I think it was a combination of Jeff doing a good job of kind of making it clear and telling us that he needed to earn our trust. And it was a great job by the leaders in our locker room and the guys from 1 through 70, basically, of saying, you know what, we got to get to work. And I'm proud of the guys for doing that.
It's obviously been a kind of crazy 3 weeks or so for this offense, and some of your young receivers had talked recently about just how much the toll that all the changes are taking on them to build their games. So as you step back in there, what was the process like of just getting back to some of the things that you had been doing with Paris and Pittman and Granson and making this all come together in one game?
I think it was just, we have all accumulated a lot of reps during the course of the off season, during the course of training camp, and during the course of the regular season. And sometimes things like this happen, whether it can be injury, whatever the circumstances are. And I thought they fought hard. In the 2 weeks I was out, I thought they fought hard. I thought, in the Washington game, made a lot of really good plays. And it was a tough day in New England, but the message was, let's just get back to work. Let's look at what's in. Let's talk about what's in. Let's try and get on the same page. Let's be very clear about what we expect, what I expect from you, where I need you, how you can expect where the ball's going to be, those kind of things. And I thought the communication really later in the week was excellent.
I think somebody had said that was the longest run of your career. Can you just talk a little bit about that play and what you saw out there?
Yeah, it sounds about right because I'm not used to being kind of in the open field for that long. But a really good play call by Parks. We kind of went with some tempo there, trying to see if we couldn't just, pick something up, get a guy in space. But with that being said, it opened up kind of a running lane to the right, and it was man-to-man coverage. So everybody was kind of flowing to the left and got out. I thought Paris did a good job of kind of getting it started, of just wadding it up. And then Ashton, did a great job of blocking downfield. And we were at the point in the game where, we need to make plays. We need to do something. We didn't need to press or anything like that, but when you get your chance, you got to make them. And it was a great call and a great job by Ashton kind of finishing down the field. And maybe if I was a little faster, I could have scored, but I did the best I could.